One of the most important things in a relationship is safety. And what does that mean? That means being able to hold space without making faces, without trying to correct them. If there's if they said, oh, on Tuesday you did this, but really it was on Wednesday, who cares? Don't correct them. Listen. That's not even what's important. What's important is what they're expressing and how they're feeling, and that you listen. Into me you see. Into me you see. That's what intimacy is. It's being able to see them, to hear them, to understand them. Do not interrupt them. Do not criticize. Do not correct them. Listen. Ask questions to understand more. Also, it's not having emotional reactions. It's being able to communicate what you feel to your partner without hurting them. And what does that mean? Your tone of voice, the words you use. And this is something that you and your partner need to come to understand, an understanding of what is okay and what's not okay, you know? Because you have to also understand that you and your partner are two different people and grew up two different ways and have your own traumas and have just different ways of being and different ways of understanding and different ways of being able to receive things. And if, I'm Hispanic and I'm Cuban, and when we talk with our hands, we tend to talk passionately and in a louder tone with more volume. And for some people, I come off really, hardcore and aggressive. And I understand it. I see it. I understand and I see it. It is not your partner's job to regulate your emotions or to come save you. They can help you through it. They can do things to help you with it. You guys can talk about it, understand why you feel the certain ways that you do and work on it together. But it is your job to do what you need to do to regulate yourself. So if you need to take space, if you need to go for a walk, if you need to, whatever you need to do in order to ground yourself and to then be able to come back whenever you're ready to be able to have that conversation or to address whatever's coming up for you, that's on you. So really, it comes down to understanding each other, understanding your differences, and coming together and, having compassion and love for each other and no criticism, and communicating, this is how I feel safe. And you do it. I feel safe when you talk to me in this way. I feel safe when you put your hand on me when we're talking about something serious. It doesn't take much. Do not be resistant. You want your partner to feel safe and seen and heard. You want them to feel that way with you. So put in the effort. Both of you, put in the effort. Stop being defensive. And it's not changing who you are. This is what love is. When we care about people, we come together and we make it work. Of course, there's, deal breakers, and there's things that are really unacceptable, and, so on and so on. But you get what I'm saying. And trust me, it doesn't happen overnight. I've been going to therapy. I've been working on myself for a very long time, but recently, I started reading books, and it's hard. It's hard because you are programmed a certain way. And as much as you try to not have a reaction, or try hard to not invalidate your partner, to not make faces, to not be critical. It takes time, it takes work, and it takes both of you to help each other and not put the other person down or criticize the other person, or, you know, or have, you know, or minimize the other person because they made a mistake, or because they aren't doing it perfectly. As long as you guys are trying, it's helping each other. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna mess up. It's not gonna be perfect. You have to keep trying and trying and trying, and bring it to each other's attention and keep trying. It's not gonna happen overnight. I've been working on this for some time now, and I still do things that are damaging and are not helpful, you know? But as long as the effort is there, and as long as the other person is willing to, you know, work together on it and see it through, that's all that really matters. Take accountability, see your wrongs, try and keep trying.